Welcome back to our community. Susie Tom is visiting with Julie Shultz, Natalia from Finland, and talking about Nacelle Open Door. This is an international student exchange program that's been going on for quite some time. Before we move on to all the countries that, Julie, you have gotten to know about and learn about through these students, Natalia, what TV shows do you watch over there in Finland? What are some of your favorite American TV shows?
My favorite, American high school TV show is Awkward.
Awkward?
Yeah. And, I've seen many high school movies that I don't remember the names because they're pretty similar usually.
Usually about dancing or something.
Yeah, something like cheerleading.
And a cheerleading competition.
Yeah.
Okay. and so you like these.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
and
they're
this was
fun.
Your perception about America. And you found it not to be too different from...
It's not that different. I think because... writing about your own country, it would come so naturally that you don't even realize that high school is different from everywhere else in the world.
I'm thinking what you brought up that was very interesting. The name of the TV show that you like so much is called Awkward, and I think that is something that all teenagers everywhere have in common. You go through an awkward stage. And so what you're telling me is basically people are people. Whatever country you visit, you find something that you can relate to.
Yeah. And the plot of the movies or the shows, it doesn't really have to, that doesn't do with what the high school is like. But just seeing how every character acts in the high school. That's mostly just that shows the normal high school life. And
like the Breakfast Club, you've got one from every little group in a high school, and they seem to be kind of universal people that we've all known. Interesting. Julie, back to you. You've got 11 countries. I'm sure this has broadened your horizons in a bit.
It has.
Tell us how.
I have found that teenagers are teenagers no matter where they are. None of them like to do dishes. None of them really like to clean their room. No one will go out of their way to be helpful.
Except Natalia. Present company accepted, I'm sure.
No, present company not accepted. No, she's been an absolute joy to spend the last nine and a half months with. She has. I mean, we have our ups and downs. We, get down and dirty and say what we're thinking and stuff like that from time to time. But there's no grudges being held like there seems to be with American children. None of the 15 students that have lived with me, whenever I've had to discipline them for whatever reason, they don't hold grudges. And I don't think it's because I'm the only one they have here. I just don't think it's their nature.
It's very interesting. And you're comparing this among 11 different countries.
Correct.
Do you think it's the experience of coming to this new place that puts them in a bit of a different situation or a different place than if they were just, growing up in your house?
Possibility. I think the level of respect is higher. And I don't know if it's just because they're from another country. I don't know if it's because of the way their parents have raised them. Because when they come here, they're at least 14 years old. And they can be upwards of 18 years old, although we don't have that many 18-year-olds. But I think, it just has an awful lot to do with the way they were brought up. I don't think it's a countrywide thing. I don't think every Finnish student hates to do dishes. Kids are kids the world over.
Right. And I think that's an underlying theme. I'm wondering, what is it that makes you tick that made you interested in doing this? It's almost like being a foster parent, knowing that this is going to be a very short period of time, and you're also representing your country to these young people at the same time. So you're kind of setting yourself up for some heartbreak because there's going to be the goodbye at the end of a very short period of time. And in the meantime, you're opening up your heart and your home to young people to have this extraordinary experience. What is it about you, Julie?
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm definitely not the only one. There's many families that host students year after year after year after year.
Let's talk about that.
And
what do you look for in a host family?
I just want them to share their part of America. I want them to offer a piece of their heart, a whole bunch of their time, their understanding. I mean, it's not a difficult thing to do. Mm-hmm. I don't even think I was nervous at the beginning. The very first time I hosted, I don't think I was nervous.
Do you think now you should have been?
No,
good.
I don't think so. Mm-hmm. I mean, the kids have all been really, really nice. I haven't really had serious problems with any of them. Some of them have had to go home early for one reason or another. But you know, as far as if anyone out there is thinking of hosting, just call me. Just let me talk to you. And, you know, I'll talk to you from my heart. I don't push anybody into this. I ask them to pray about it before they do it.
How can people reach you? What's the best way to do that for someone that's interested in doing this?
330-827-1603.
Let's give that one more time.
330-827-1603.
If there's one thing that you could make sure that Natalia leaves with from her experience here, what would that be?
I would like her to leave with more confidence, knowing that she was successful and knowing that she can do anything she sets her heart to.
Did that play a part in some of the experiences that you designed for her to get a chance to do while she was here?
I don't think so. I mean, I look at it the same way that you did. Like she is so brave to want to come here.
Yeah.
And I say that to all the students that have stayed with me. I can't imagine just jumping on a plane for 12, 14, 22 hours, however long it takes to get here, and not even knowing what the person looks like that's going to pick you up, not even knowing if you're walking towards the person that's going to pick you up, you know, at the airport. I mean, these kids are so brave.
Yes. What's been a favorite moment that you've shared together? As you look at each
We're
other.
looking at each other quizzically like, we don't, what? Natalia, what have you enjoyed doing? I mean,
I liked some of the, we've been to a couple theaters, like plays, to see some plays. I like those.
The other evening, I bumped into you. This is where I got to meet you when we got to see the beautiful the home game at the Ohio Star Theater. How did you like that?
I liked it a lot. It was a great show.
And a very different culture within our American culture is the Amish community. Were you aware of the Amish community before you saw that play, or did you know something about them?
Yeah, I did know something about the Amish community
from living in New Philadelphia for the last 9.5 months.
Yeah.
Yes. And what, as far as themes of faith, do we see much of that in Finland, or is that something new in particular to what you experienced here as far as just Christianity and faith in God? Do you get much of that in Finland where you are?
In Finland, it depends a lot of the family. Like, it depends on the family. It's not like you don't see it as much, but it is there, and it depends on the family.
Did you like it?
Here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see, like, the faith people have, and it's just nice to see. Like, it's all different, and everything different is nice to see.
Yep. I think, again, Julia, as we're talking about families not being afraid to open up their homes for, and you say it's 9.5 months, what are requirements as far as school and making sure that they get all of that accomplished, everything they're supposed to academically get accomplished, and those kinds of things? What should a person know before they jump into this?
Actually, it's for a 10-month program. Okay. And I am there beside you every step of the way. We need to make sure that they are enrolled in certain classes. The guidance counselors are all well aware of what their needs are, though.
Okay.
And as far as what the families would have to do, the only additional expenses I realize is a little bit on the food bill and a little bit on the water bill.
Be ready for that.
The electric didn't go up. The gas didn't go up.
Couple extra showers.
Yeah.
Another person eating.
I haven't realized that much more of an expense. I'm a single person in a home, so when I bring one person in, sure, I'm going to have to buy more food. If you're a family of 4 and you're bringing one more person in, you're not even going to realize that much of an increase. An awful lot of people are concerned that they can't afford another person in their home. And I haven't found that to be true. The students do come with their own insurance. So if there's any problems medically with the students, I have a situation with a boy right now who possibly has a sprained wrist. And I'm, okay, make sure that you don't sign off as responsible party because, we are not financially responsible for them. In addition to the insurance, they also are supplied with at least $250 a month from their parents for anything that they would need. Their school fees, anything that the student would need.
Fun trips or anything that they put together.
Yes. If they go overnight with friends, if they go on any vacation sponsored by the program, it's all taken care of by the student.
Well, it just sounds like such a wonderful experience for both of you.
It is.
Julie, what have you learned about Finland?
They have a special day. I think it's their independence. Natalia's looking at me. I think it's their Independence Day, and we needed to have a blue and white candle. So we merged a blue birthday candle and a white tea light together to make a blue and white candle. And we sang the Finnish anthem that we brought up on YouTube, and we waved the little blue and white Finnish flag, and we ate something. I don't remember what we ate, though.
What was it, Natalia?
I have no idea what we ate.
Okay.
But that was the Finnish Independence Day, yeah.
Awesome.
And it was, back in September? It was shortly after we met.
It was December.
December? Okay. It was fun. It was
very
silly
cool.
girl time.
Well, you want to talk to Julie Shultz if you're interested in doing this. It's Nacelle Open Door, and call 330-827-1603, 330-827-1603. Julia Shultz, thank you so much. Natalia, thank you so much for joining us today on Our Community.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.